I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You wanna do
Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54, and away we go on EA Sports. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Luck defers to Mack. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. One man. Switch.
Now it's Hines. And an alley to run. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Hines. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it with McKinnon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Colts first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Alert, 12. Alert 3. 25. Check 25.
On second down, it's Mack. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Go. Slide 80. It was delayed. Kill.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
6 guys. On. Spawn. No. Check 3.
That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. After the run, Luck gonna throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hines. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run on first down. Hines. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Wrong right. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Dancing to his left. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 61 yards that time on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Easy. 3 down.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Watch the slant. Left to right. Watch the whip.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's first and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from a yard out, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Off of play action, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Close. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Throwing on third down. Luck. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Let's go first and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Cohen. And an alley to run. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready! 390! 59, mark the 59. Defense wins championship.
First down, Rivers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw his line. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, Rivers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And some room to work. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mike is 15.
Play action now. Rivers. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check 4. Jim. 6-6. Pull it high. Rush in. Zero. Tighten up. Hey, ready.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, Rocket. Joker.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
Right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They try again with Cohen, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 8-yard touchdown run, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They run once more with McKinnon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Locke. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
Hey, don't go!
A first down throw here for Rivers. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The former Brown, Jabal Shear, able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
59, Mike, 59, Mike. Check, 59. Barnes,
Mike, check, 59.
Throwing on second and long. Rivers. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Down from Colts territory. Here's a first and 10 at the 34. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Gets through, and now an opening. 34 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Target. 12.
Mike 5'9".
Hey, Haywood. 59, Mike. Check.
Now this time he'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Luck. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Luck. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Deon Cain there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered on the first step in their comeback attempt.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Again, it's Cohen. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check, 59.
Play fake, Rivers. He finds Beckham complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, a run with Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And 12 at the 36-yard line.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Black 15! 3 bud. Check 9. Alpha!
Here's Rivers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with a... Four left to go in the game. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.